Hey everybody, it's JJamJim. Welcome back to episode 17 of City Skylines, our tutorial slash Let's Play series. And we are looking at our lovely new area that we set up in the previous episode, which is going to be an extension of our farming area, which I think looks really, really awesome. I really love it. Once we add some more trees in here and things, it's going to be... should be quite fantastic and feel separated enough from sort of our sprawling suburb style of you know, what we're doing here. And that's going to end pretty much right here. And then, as we talked about last time, this is going to be our industrial area that exists over here. I think that's going to look pretty spiffy. Just taking a look around here. Yeah. Things are flowing. Oh, we have a train here. Can I click on it? Hey, you. 23 people. Okay, that's actually not too shabby. That is not too shabby. Okay, let's get right to building, because as we stated last time, I do want to get our cargo harbor unlocked, but in order to do that, we need to get to 24,000 people. We're a few thousand away, and I think we can do it. Because I think there's an opportunity to add some more people in over here, and also potentially fill this in a little bit more as well. We may be able to do something over here, but I don't know if this is going to be super accessible. I kind of want it to feel a little bit separated, but if we are running into the population thing, we may need to just, for the sake of, you know, trying to get these milestones done, we may need to dive into some of that stuff. But all right, so over here. This is all watered? Yes? Okay, good. So over here, similar style, I think, but mostly this will all be homes. This will be true, like, country living type of things. Although I would say right here could probably be shops. Like that. Just little corner stores. I know we don't have a lot of demand currently for residential, but we will eventually. We are going to need to quell some of that industrial. Can't ignore it. But hopefully, what we might be able to do actually is put a little bit more offices on the other side and tackle that way instead. Might be good. Let me hear some upgrades there, some pings. You can always fill this in a little bit more, but I think just to start out, let's just kind of keep it a little sparse. But you know, right there for sure. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how many people are going to move in here right away, but these guys are going to complain about power. Yeah, because what if we did, like, an office building there. One here as you enter the city. Those are popping in right away. You know, maybe a little bit more along here. We could even do a little bit more industrial over here. Because why not, right? We don't want to do too much just because we don't want all of the, a lot of, you know, trucks and things going through here, but I think just a little bit will be still okay. That should bring some of that down. And then, I actually wonder if we put a little shop right there. A little shop right there. If those come in... Maybe. If they come in, maybe. But even just putting that little in, see how much we knocked down the demand? Definitely went down. Quite a substantial amount, frankly, for only having that. Okay, we'll give in. We'll give in. Give them some power so they can flourish. Make us money and all that lovely stuff. So for here, we should decide where this ends. And I feel like... We are going to need to do, I think, a little bit of terraforming here. I'm not sure, though, just to make sure it's, like, flat. But I also don't want to bring the road in unless we have the cargo station ready. So we're going to have to hold off on that a little. Let's see a couple other places we could maybe throw some more farms. This we could still do some more over here. This is the beauty of kind of what we've set up here, is if you just need a little bit, right? It's going to pop in right away, and we've sort of stabilized this area to have the jobs are being filled, right? You don't want to put down too much industrial. That can cause just as many problems. It's always good to have a little bit of the industrial demand. And the way we set this up is sort of a really, really great way to, you know, give ourselves, like, what if I put a little office right there? And there we're starting to see that residential demand coming back. That's what you want. But it's nice to be able to have that option and not have to build an entire new area every time, right? Like, eventually, you know, we're going to run out of space, or we're going to say, you know, that's enough, right? But for now, all these places, a little bit more room to grow. Cool. Then probably start to see some people coming in here, but you know, we might need like a park or something just kind of nice in here. Just to give them a little something, right? I'm actually gonna try to do this like that. Yeah, and then let's bring the path. I'm gonna do that. There. Yeah, it's connected there. Now we have a nice little city park in here. And it doesn't have power, but will, if we can get some folks to move in. Put a little shop there. Oh, the house is popping in right there. Just a couple more over here. You can do it, little fellas. There we go. There we go. I think I might extend this just a little bit more and have this just cut straight across. To here and then down. And that will be that. Actually, I think I'm just gonna make this whole part just the blank. What I tend to do is use the sort of blank avenues where it's just the concrete as more of the industrial areas, or, you know, places where it's just a little more scummy. Because, like, you know, like this avenue, right? This doesn't, it's not really doing anything for it to be fancy. So you can save a little money there, and it feels a little more utilitarian. Versus, you know, say, like, we obviously should upgrade this avenue here, but versus, say, you know, this avenue where there's a lot of people, there's businesses around here, there's people who live around here. It's just a little bit nicer. It's a more of a little bit of a hub, right? So it makes sense to kind of put some nice avenues through there. We actually should do that right here as well. Because why not? All it does is bring smiles. There we go. We should bring this through here for these folks as well. Let's do this style instead. Just adds a little bit of happiness. See a couple of smiles. There we go. And along here, this is bike instead. Just give it a purpose, you know? Whereas I feel like when you put stuff in the industrial district, it's sort of, you know, it's just a little bit more utility, right? Because this is along this coast. In fact, this is that, so let's just continue with that. Yeah, it doesn't matter if we have a change here, it's not a big deal. But we can even make this nice. Let's stick with that. That does cost a little bit of money, but just adds a little bit more loveliness. Boy, we didn't do a lot of this. I guess this was originally, we probably didn't have access to this road when we made it. That's probably why it looks like this. Otherwise, I think I would have done it that way. But when you're unlocking, sometimes you forget to upgrade certain roads and make it, you know, look pretty. Okay, so since this is now completed, let's finish off this area. And go like that. And then we'll just go like that. Sure. And this can all be residential. Although I might do a little park in here. Can't quite fit that one. It's a large playground though. And that's a good way to sort of end the city. And those all connected already by themselves. And that makes everyone else happy around there. And the house is right there. Perhaps just a little bit of shops right there. Maybe an office on your way out. Those upgrades from that. Just putting that little park there. My goodness, the dings are everywhere. Things are happening all over the place. Okay, this is starting to come in. 'Tis lovely as well, especially with the green housing. Looks the nicest, I think.
The classics, where we harp on the chordists and flout the flautists.
Now, we should... I do really want to delve into a little bit more public transportation, but I feel like I want to dedicate a whole episode to that and not just kind of throw it in haphazardly. Because there's a lot to it. So I think what we're going to do to expand, keep expanding a little bit, is, you know, when I was considering crossing the highway over here, I kind of thought we were going to bring this through and sort of, you know, continue it on. But since this is pretty much going to be the edge of our map for these 9 tiles, at least for the vanilla portion of this series, maybe we just branch off and do a little bit more of a small town area, something like this, but perhaps a bit smaller, or maybe more like this is kind of more what I mean. You know, there's no highway coming out here though, and there maybe should be. There maybe should be. Maybe there should be. English is hard. How would we do that? Well, I could, because what would be nice... Let's see. Let's take a look at the tileage situation. So we're going to get this tile. And then I think we're going to get these 3. Which will make 9. This will make 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that what we decided? I think that was what we decided. It'd be nice to have this little bay, have ships going across different things. It allows us to do a little bit more, in vanilla, it allows us to play a little bit more with ships and ferries and things. So maybe we just do that. I think that's going to be the best bet. And then we can cross this highway over and bring it, you know, back down and around. Have our downtown area over here, which will be an episode coming up. I do promise it. Just got to get that, we got to hit some more milestones here. So I think what we could do is I could make this road highway. We could have it just go straight across, and once we unlock and continue this city modded, we could just have that continue on as another little highway system. So why don't we just do that? It is going to destroy everything along here, but, you know, in the name of progress. So all those are going to have to go away. Okay. So, and that highway connection still works. It's just that you can't live on here anymore. Ooh, that does not look the greatest. I am going to kill that road. And I'm going to add some of that back. And unfortunately, little house, it doesn't really make sense that you're a house now. Why don't you have a little shop on the other side? Be something different. Thank you. What if just go like this? Boom. Okay. And then off of here, we have, yeah, I think it'll be highway, and it's just gonna end. We'll end it maybe there-ish, and then it's just gonna turn into regular street. How about tree line street? It's gonna be a very little small area here, but I kind of want it tucked away from the lake, or the river rather, because if we are going to have downtown access over here, it sort of would make more sense that this was suburbs. But we're gonna go in the other direction. So let's just start and make a main street. Should it be 2 or should we do it larger? I think it's okay. It's just that. And then let's go like this. And I want it to curve like that. And then we're just gonna make it just a little bit of that cul-de-sac. Okay, and that's just a turnaround point. And then off of here, are we out of power? Oh, I broke the line. My mistake. Sorry, friends. Welcome back. Welcome back to the grid. And then what if off of here we just do a little bit of, not grid, but sort of randomness a little. It's still somewhat that. Okay, I like that. It's sort of angled. Looks a little bit different than the rest of it. Okay. Let's do that. We'll have maybe, I don't know, a little farming or something over there. I don't know. So you have this little hill here. Now, you know, to be fair, I absolutely could bridge this avenue up and over and have all this stuff, but I think it's going to be more quaint if we sort of just have it disconnected and tucked away. We can hide it with some trees. Like what if we just did a little bit of let's do that cul-de-sac thing over here. Turn off the guidelines. Oop. Nope, just, nope, nope. There we go. Cool. And then this, is this watered? It is not, so let's water it real quick before they complain. Okay. I don't think this is going to be a full area though. Let's just leave little gaps. And we may need to make this another little district because I'd still want the green houses here. Just think that'll be nice. So let's make sure we get that. There. Dot away. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, it doesn't have to be exact, right? Then I think people might live on this cul-de-sac, just in little houses. And then there would be some commercial. And let's put another playground in. Let's do it off of that road. Great, so that connects. Oops. Why do you not like me? There we go. Actually, make that, you know, connect this whole area and make this little kind of a park area. It is, I think that is connected, it just doesn't look like it is all the way, but it is. This little shopping area here. People live right here. There we go. We'll fill the rest of that in later. There's houses already coming up over here. Let's just snag that line for now to connect that. We're gonna need probably services. So let's put a clinic. I'm gonna put a cemetery over here. Definitely a police station and fire department. There we go. Should get more folks to move in as well. So now their only way in and out is this direction. And using the highway to get in. And this is working out pretty well still. There are definitely some tighter traffic spots, but keep in mind, again, we don't have public transportation. Oh, we do need to move these pumps too. It's a bit nasty. What we might do, maybe not. What direction does the flow in? It flows that way, so it would make the most sense to actually put these over here. In another episode, I will show you a fun way that in vanilla you can make a very clean looking sort of sewage area and sort of like a water treatment facility type of thing, along with, and to that similar point, along with where you can do some water pumping station stuff that looks a little cleaner, a little bit more designated and intentional, rather than just, you know, plopping a pump on the side of the river like that. And in every, you know, every which way, but we'll do that in a different episode. Many, many episodes. We have so many things to do, my friends. So many things to do. I'd like to actually put this park in here. These people love the green space, and by golly, we're going to give it to them. That in there. There. Our demand is starting to even out a bit. Just a wee little bit. I'm actually going to make this an office. Put another one, little one right there. Just the ever so slightly qualming a little bit of that. Yeah, it's kind of a little hilly area. This looks actually really nice. I like it. This should work out okay. If we don't have a lot of, you know, if we're not dabbling too much with the industrial over here, we shouldn't really have too many cars coming through here. I may even... Okay, I got a 45. Thank you. Oh, that was not quite... actually... What if just for funsies, that curved? And this curve. These curves are not going to be even, though, which might look a little funny. Nah, that's just fine. Now I kind of want to curve all this. So that's what we're going to do. Can I get that back on? Thank you. Yeah. Just adds a little bit of variation. And then just for... Ah, no, too much. Went a little too quick there. Make that one a little bit bigger, actually. Is that even? Wait a minute. I'm getting a lot of conflicting things there. I think I'm going like that. There we are. Yeah, just a little bit bigger. And then that will all get hidden by trees. Beautiful. A little random, but random can be a beautiful thing, right? This. I'll do the whole thing, I guess. That's okay. sure we expand our district. Very cool. Now we're getting even more commercial or residential demand, so that's excellent to see. It means hopefully we can get. I think we had a big death wave because we lost a bunch of people. Suddenly we are, you know, we were close to 22,000 and now we're not. So, alas, I don't think in this episode we're gonna hit that next milestone, my friends. I know we're not doing ourselves any favors by putting more small towns in, but we're just doing a nice job, I think, filling in this map. And then, for, you know, all of this should be these big pines and things. Really sheltering these people in, making this feel very secluded, small towns. The trees do a really nice job of separation. They just really do, especially these bigger ones. And we'll figure out. We'll do more of this later on, but I just kind of wanted to get a little bit of this. Some of these pines. I know we have some power lines there. We could probably get rid of them. Indeed we can. We may as well. The less power lines in this world, the better. Am I right? Because now if you're, you know, if you're living over here, that's a little close to the tracks. Yeah, if you're living over here, right, you can barely make out. It just looks like a little mountainside, but maybe you can peek and see just a little bit of stuff going on. That's kind of what we're going for. And obviously in between here as well, but I just want to kind of show off that, you know, what we're doing here. There. Its own. I love these. Obviously, you guys know this by now. I do really, really love doing these little towns. It's so fun. Off that hill. So lovely. Everybody, that is going to do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I know we didn't hit our milestones. I feel like we're dawdling a little bit. You might feel like we're dawdling a little bit. But I'm really enjoying myself. Let me know what you guys think. I'm really enjoying myself just doing our little towns. We're still learning things every episode. We're not getting super far, but we're having a little bit of fun along the way, I think. So let me know what you think in the comments section. If you think we should move on a little bit faster. But next time, I do plan to hit that milestone and get the cargo harbor and start working on that industrial area, buy our last tile, and then the following episode, perhaps we can start on the downtown area. Finally. We have so many things to do. Just so many things. It's so easy to get sidetracked. This game is full of distractions and sidetrackedness. But that's part of the fun, I think. Alright, everybody. Thank you again, and we'll see you next time.